In this morning's Business Insight, Cincinnati Center City Development Corporation plans to start construction of its next phase of mixed-use development in Over the Rhine in July. The project is called Renan and Beecher Flats, a just over $7 million investment that will include 2 condominium buildings with street-level commercial space at the corners of 15th and Race and 15th and Pleasant Streets. The site will include new construction and the integration of an historical building. Joining us this morning to talk about the new project is Lan Field, Vice President of Development for 3CDC, who is overseeing the project. She's with Business Watch producer Kelly Leon in the studio. Lan and Kelly.
Thanks, Peg. Lan, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Happy to be here.
Full disclosure, I worked at 3CDC for a while, so Lan and I got to work together, and she's one of those behind-the-scenes, unsung people that does such great work. So this is your project?
It is, yes. We've got a team working on it.
Talk about that particular area, because this is the last two projects in the 7th phase.
Yes.
Talk about that particular area of Race.
Yeah,
and 15th.
that area in Race, it's right in the heart of some other things that we've been doing in the area. You know, it's just to the north of Washington Park and Taft Ale House in the historic church that's been renovated.
Yeah.
We've just completed a condo development just to the north of that was new construction infill. Those units are currently on the market now. And then we also have another project in that block that's under construction, which is 50 affordable rental units that we're doing in partnership with the Model Group and Cornerstone.
Nice.
So it's really a vacant infill site and one historic building that's going to fill in some gaps between those developments. And also connect to some things we're doing farther west on 15th Street. We have one of the other Phase 7 projects, Glassmeyer condos under construction, and the Osborne condos, which we finished last year, and the Pleasantry restaurant that's in that space. So.
And you're doing more condos. I mean, if I'm remembering right, it started as condos, and then 3CDC got into some rentals and now back to condos. How do you decide the need there?
You know, we think a balance and a mix is important in the neighborhood. We've always felt that homeownership is an important piece of a healthy neighborhood, and it was something that when we started our development was really missing in Over the Rhine. There weren't a lot of owner-occupied units, so that is something that we continue to focus on.
And you're also, this project is a combination of new construction and the renovation of an historic building.
Yes.
What kind of challenges does that bring into a project when you're doing both?
Yeah, I mean, all of the historic buildings have their own unique set of challenges. Each building's different, and they're often complicated to deal with. I think when we can combine new construction with renovation, you get something with a different kind of character that you wouldn't otherwise be able to achieve. It's something you can't, you know, create.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Well, just looking at Taft's Ale House, you know, I remember when that was, we thought it was not savable almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's exciting to see that happen.
Yeah.
And this project will have commercial space. I know it's early, but any idea what kind of commercial tenants you'll be looking for?
Sure. So we have about 5,000 square feet of commercial space, and we've designed it so it can be, you know, configured as larger spaces or subdivided into several smaller spaces. So I anticipate what we'll end up with is a mix of, you know, hopefully a restaurant tenant maybe to anchor that corner, the corner of Race, and then we have a little more flexibility with the other spaces to get a mix of office, retail, you know, and some smaller uses in there as well.
And what happens after Phase 7?
Phase 8? No, we like
Any
to keep
preview
about,
of that, or?
We like to keep about, you know, 30 to 45 units under construction in parallel with the units that we currently have on the market. So we're kind of constantly maintaining that supply.
All right, and we're sure that we'll have more to talk about in the future. Lan, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Peg.